Okay, here we are at, guess where? A grocery store. The infamous Whole Foods. Victoria, you have a really great story about dating and meeting someone at the grocery store.
I do.
And this meeting of this person turned out to be such a life changer. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, can you share this story as we casually stroll in the grocery store?
Yeah. Well, that morning, I actually was not feeling my best. I had been in and out of the hospital. And then this one particular day, I was just like, you know what? I'm going to get dressed and I'm just going to look good. I don't know who I'm going to look good for, but I just wanted to look good. And I was kind of casual still, but had my grocery list ready and I was looking good and I was kind of feeling a little bit good. But when I got to the grocery store, when I think back on it now, I actually remember I was like in the zone and I had nobody else in mind. No one else really existed because I was just like focused on this fucking grocery list. And I parked, I was actually parked on the second level, so you have to take an escalator to get down to the main area. And I get on the escalator, and again, I'm in the zone when all of a sudden, I just hear this voice, like so close to my ear. I'm like, whoa. And it's this guy, and he had said, actually I didn't hear him the first time. I freaked for a moment and I turned and I was like, what? And I was already going down the escalator and he's like literally kind of chasing right after me. And he said, you look like a boss, like you're the CEO of a company. And I was like, how does he know? Because I had actually I was in the process of starting my own fitness company at that same time, and I thought, how does this guy know? And I just smiled. I didn't really say anything. And we talked for a little bit on the escalator, and we were going down. And I remember just in that little moment of the escalator ride, how excited I was. And by the time we got to the end, we actually went different directions, and I was like, oh, I hope I see that guy in the grocery store again. So I was in the produce aisle, and I couldn't stop thinking about him. And I was, casually looking around for him. And then I just kind of make my rounds through all the different aisles. And then I ended up in the wine aisle, and I remember thinking, I was standing and just looking at the end of the aisle and really, really like wanting him to walk around and see me again. And sure enough, he just comes and he's like, I could see him looking for me. And then we connect again and he walks over. We start talking, and the whole time I'm just thinking, come on, ask me for my number already. And I could tell he was hesitant. I'm not sure really why, but we were really connecting. We actually bonded over the fact that we both were really into fitness, and he had his fitness company for like, I think 6 years at the time. And he invited or offered to, give me some business suggestions and what I could do. And I was like, oh my gosh, perfect, because I had no idea what to do. And so I started reaching for my phone, and I was kind of like, well, kind of walking, are you gonna ask me? And so I pulled my phone out, and I guess when I grabbed my phone, he realized, oh, I should ask her for her number. And so he did. And that changed my entire life just from meeting this one guy.
Wow. How did it change your life? I have to ask.
Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start.
Yes, that's for another video, huh? Part 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing this awesome story of meeting someone, making a great connection at a grocery store. Who would have thought?